Hello, people! It's been a week. I took last week off because I kind of wanted to just chill, so hopefully that's okay. It's fine, because I wanted to. But you are currently in my car, and we are going to be going into King Soopers because I want to get some snacks. Because tonight is a full moon, and it is a very significant full moon. It's known as the Sturgeon full moon, okay? And I kind of want to just have like a little picnic thing, and just chill in my car for a bit and talk, so you're going to come with me for that. The issue is that we are under a severe thunderstorm warning right now, and that wasn't supposed to happen until 9, and it is 7:30, and we're already getting rain, and the clouds are getting dark, and it's windy already, so I need to hurry up and get into King Soopers to get stuff, but also, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get out of my car for this. We'll see here in a second. But, yeah. Let's go get some stuff. Okay. I got the goods. I didn't want to be in there very long because, it's not necessarily super busy right now. I think everybody's getting ready for, like, the storm that's coming. I think I am going to switch my idea to where, instead of going straight to where I was going to go, we are going to go home first. Because I'm really hoping that my camera is not crooked, by the way. Because I cannot tell from this angle if it is or not. But we're going to have to just hope that it's fine. So, basically, I'm going to go home first. And the reason for that is because I really do want this to be a picnic. And I kind of have to decide on, like, the weather and how it's going to go. Because I'm going to do it. I'm going to go out tonight. And we're just going to relax. But I think it'd be better for me to go home. Maybe, like, kind of take a shower. Tell my parents that I'm safe. And then put an outfit on. Wow. Oh, I can't switch the camera, but the sunset is, like, so pretty. Sadly, we have a couple of fires going on around me. It's not anywhere close to us. Like, you can't see it, but it is affecting the weather a little bit with, like, just how things are looking. So, the sunrises and the sunsets have been so pretty. And that's probably just because of the smoke and the fire, but it is really, really pretty. But yeah, so we're going to go home first. I'm going to kind of see what the weather is looking like, kind of get ready, whatever, and then I will see you again. It'll probably be real quick for you guys, but it's going to be like a while for me. So we'll kind of decide on when I decide to go. I'm really, really hoping that this will clear up fast and that I will be able to actually see and the clouds will be like clear. If not, it kind of is a whatever thing. I saw the full moon this morning and it was gorgeous, huge, and then it was also just like it's orangey tint. But yeah. Also, you guys are in a new location because I was worried about it being up there, so it's down here now, and it's gonna keep moving around. I don't know if I like this. You're also very shaky right there. So if you notice that you're shaky, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about that. But yeah, so I'll see you in a bit. I'm gonna go home, kind of get ready, and then we will go ahead and meet back when I am either leaving or I am at my destination. Or I just decide I want to talk for whatever reason while I'm at the house. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Alright. So I'm sure you can probably hear them, but you can probably hear the crickets and stuff. I'm going to be real quiet. And I'm just going to let you guys listen. This is like my happy place. I haven't been here in a while, but I come here every now and then to this little area that I'm at. because it's kind of out, like, past all the houses and stuff from where I live. And so, wow. You guys, the lightning, I'm gonna be safe, okay? I know that I have my window open, well, my hatch open, what's it called? My trunk door open. Because I want to watch it, but trust me, if this stuff, like, there's no thunder, because it's all up in the clouds right now, so nothing's striking down, but if I do start hearing things in, that's crazy, but if it starts raining, and I start feeling like I'm in danger or whatever, I will shut everything, and I'll just have this shut while we talk. But I like watching it, and I like the noise with everything, so hopefully the background noise isn't too crazy for you ADHD people, because I know you're probably picking that up. That was thunder. I don't know if you can hear it with this mic on, but whatever. So, first off, my little, I want to show you the haul that I got, because, you know, it's funny. I can tell when I'm about to start my period when I go to the store and I get too many things, like more things than I planned on getting. I still didn't get too much, but I did get more snacks than I needed to. My plan was just to get dinner and then a dessert, and then I got dinner, a dessert, an extra dessert, and fruit. So, fork. Ta-da, fork. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if I'm just crazy or what. I prefer most sodas in a bottle. Whoa. I don't know if you guys can see that through. I don't watch when it does it because I just see this. But if you guys can see flashing, it's because of the lightning, okay? But I prefer sodas from a bottle. I don't know why. I don't know why to me the flavor is different. There's a car passing, hold on. To me, the flavor in bottled sodas is different than the canned ones. And I don't know what it is, but I just prefer bottled sodas. We'll see how long this stays open. I'm pretty sure it's moving towards me. So, which is crazy because it was raining when I got home, but then it stopped raining. Like, it hasn't been raining at all since. ASMR. Some ASMR for you guys. But it was raining when I got home, and then it stopped raining, but it's still lightning and stuff outside. This is the first time I've heard it start thundering, by the way. So it is starting to touch down now. But it hasn't started raining again. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm pretty much in my car. I'm kind of like this. I was planning on going to a different spot because there's a little, I've shown it in a video before, but I have a little area that has like just like a patch of grass. It's for like I think little kids soccer. And when there's no soccer things there, it's just a patch of grass in the middle of like dirt. But I like going there, and I was planning on going there, and then I got off of work and I was like, oh, it's like we're under like a severe thunderstorm warning, so I should probably be careful. I am shocked by how busy this road is sometimes because it is in the middle of nowhere and there are no houses around. However, I know that there are houses behind me, and you do have to take this road, I think, because it's this one and there's one other one on the other side that takes you there. So, but besides the point, I kind of feel like we're at a sleepover. Ow, I just scratched my head. I kind of feel like I'm in a sleepover because, like, this is like giving. I went to a sleepover and we went outside back, put a tent up, like one of the little kid tents. I've never done that, by the way, as a kid. Never done that. But it does kind of give that idea where I feel like I'm in a tent right now. Which is cool. But, anyways. I don't even remember what I was saying. But, I'm going to go ahead and show you the rest of what I got. So, let me show you my food first. I got this. This is a salad. I love salad. I decided on doing this. I wanted this. But also because usually these come with forks, and I didn't think I was going to go home first. So I was also being smart about the fact that I was like, if I don't have a fork, then we're fucked, because I can't eat any of the stuff that I want to eat. So we have a salad. And then we have fruit. I got some watermelon. Hopefully this one's good. I touched too many to figure out which one I wanted. Whoa. But yeah. And then this, okay. You know what? Let me show you this first. I've never gotten this before. It's a kind of like cookies and cream chocolate cake thing. So, if you can see it, that top is like cookies and cream as like icing. So we'll try this. Holy shit. I promise I'm staying safe. I will shut this if it starts getting too crazy, okay? Okay, so this is the piece de resistance, okay? Tiramisu cake, alright? There are a few things that I can't stand, and one of those things is soggy food. Regular tiramisu, if you don't know how it's made, it's like lady fingers, which are some kind of biscuit, and then they put coffee on top of them. Every time, I don't know if I'm just going places that just don't, whatever, and when I say places, I mean like Olive Garden, so it's probably not a good place to go and try these things, but whatever. They're always soggy, and I think that's the point. I think they're supposed to be kind of like that, and it's like tres leches. I don't like tres leches because of the sogginess. I can't do it. I can't do that texture. It's just weirds me the fuck out. So, I don't do that, alright? I don't do that stuff. But, this tiramisu cake, I asked for this for my birthday, okay? Like, that, I want it to be my birthday cake. And I love this shit so much. I'm probably gonna down it, not even gonna lie, it's probably gonna be gone by the time I leave here, but that's fine, okay? Okay? So, let's go ahead and dig in, shall we? Also, don't litter. Okay? None of this is gonna go outside my car. I will throw this all away. Don't litter. I one time... story time. I used to have an ex. And was this our first date? I don't know. But we went out, and, I can't remember I don't know if he dropped it. I don't think it was our first date. No. I don't remember. But he, like, dropped something on the ground and, like, didn't pick it up. And I straight up stopped. We were walking, and I stopped, and I was like, pick it up. What are you doing? Why did you throw it on the ground? And he picked it up. So I'm just saying. But don't litter, okay? The world's already fucked as is because of us. You might as well not make it worse. My God, people. But no, all of this will get thrown away. I promise. Hopefully this is kind of like a picnic. I think it's close. I mean, it's kind of like eating. You know, if you're at if you're at home just listening to me, go get yourself some food. And something to drink. Drink some water. You dehydrated creature. I had to try to find a nice word. I don't know. All the ones that came to mind were not nice words. So I decided not to say those. Okay. So while we sit here, I'm going to talk about why I decided to come and do this right now. And I'm looking something up real quick. So basically tonight, we have a full moon. And said full moon, it's called the Sturgeon full moon. And I'm going to look up some facts for you guys. But I wanted to come do this because first of all, it's been a while since I've come just and like sat by myself out here. And it's also been a while since I've just kind of sat with nature and just kind of listened and talked. And I think it's kind of nice to kind of listen to somebody talk about some things. So we're going to go over kind of a couple of things that I want to speak about. First is the full moon. So, Sturgeon full moon. I'm going to look up the spiritual meaning behind it because I like knowing those things. and I'm going to tell you guys some facts about it, and we'll learn together here in a second, because I am not huge into astrology. Like, I am an astrology girl, I'm not gonna lie, okay? I know my, so, get this, okay? I have my full chart, like, I could show it to you guys. I have the full chart of all of my zodiac, okay? But I'm an Aries sun, okay? I was born in March. I was the very last day in March, March 31st, okay? I expect next year to wake up to happy birthday calls. Not even calls. Just happy birthday texts. I'm expecting it. Just saying. March 31st is when I was born. So, I'm an Aries sun. I'm also a Leo moon. And I'm a Scorpio rising. Now, all of the astrology people are going to be like, what the fuck? Because it is, like, I get a lot of, like, the people that know. I remember when I first found out about this, and I was working at Dunkin' at the time, and I had a coworker, and she was asking about it, and I was telling her, and I told her that, and she was like, and then, I'm not even kidding, the next word out of her mouth was like, are you sexually active? And I was like, no? And she was like, well, I feel bad for you when you are. And I was like, what does that mean? What is that? I get it now. But besides the point. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. It basically means that I am somehow introverted and extroverted. I'm just lost, confused. My Aries makes it, so, okay. My Aries sun makes me very leader, like I'm a very leader type person. And I'm also very bold, right? My Leo moon makes me an attention whore. But I'm not kidding, okay? That's where that comes from. The Leo moon makes me like attention, and all those things, so obviously, of course, we're here because, you know. And my Scorpio rising makes me elusive and kind of, like, secretive in a way. Like, I'm like, I don't want to be near people, okay? So, I like to, I am an extroverted introvert, is what I consider myself, okay? I really like my space. I like my own space and stuff, but I am good with people, so it's an interesting thing. But besides the point, I don't even remember why I started talking about that, but spirituality, I like talking about it, so we are going to look up some facts. So, the sturgeon moon is the name for the full moon that occurs in August. It gets its name from the sturgeon fish, which, if you've ever seen those things, if I saw that, I would freak out. I already don't like bodies of water, okay? If I saw that thing, they look like sharks, and they're freshwater fish. They look like sharks. They're massive, okay? So, it gets its name from the sturgeon fish, which were traditionally caught most readily during this time of year in the Great Lakes and other major bodies of water. Historically, this moon also symbolizes the end of summer for some indigenous tribes. I believe... Yeah, so it is a name that Native Americans did give the moon. They also consider it the flying up moon or the green corn moon. By the way, I'm getting all these facts on Google AI, so if this is wrong, please tell me in the comments so that I know the real truth behind these, okay? So, symbolism. The sturgeon moon is also associated with wisdom, inner strength, and perseverance, encouraging introspection and reflection on past experiences. I have to sneeze. What the fuck? So it is currently in the zodiac sign of Aquarius, which means that it can heighten feelings of social connection, a desire for deeper meaning, and a need to release old patterns or grudges. So, I kind of just wanted to come sit out here, because as a spiritual person, I should do these things more often, and I would like to start doing them more often, but bathing in moon energy is very good, so, you know. Alright, so, I just finished my salad. I am going to immediately dig into this cake. because I want something sweet. I was thinking about cake literally all week at work. I don't know if I'm gonna like this frosting. I'm kind of a picky frosting eater. I have a very specific type of frosting I like. I like the cheesecake kind. I don't like fluffy frosting. I don't like whipped frosting or whatever. So, but we'll try it. Here's a bite. I have everything on it, frosting and everything. Okay. Okay, so it could be a little bit more moist, but it's not necessarily super dry. Oh, I lied. It is kind of dry. Maybe it was the frosting that helped. It is good chocolate cake, though. I do like it. The frosting is a little plasticky tasting. I don't even know how they did that. It is in plastic, so maybe that's why, but it is good though. It's very like, I don't know if you'd use rich in this context because it's not moist. I don't know if that has to be a contender. What? I don't know if that has to be a descriptor. Is that the right word? I don't know. But, I don't know. Huh. It's good, though. I'll finish it. Alright, I'm gonna dig into this watermelon. I'm not gonna bore you guys with the tiramisu, because I know I like the tiramisu. So, let's grab a piece. I don't know if it's just because I had the chocolate cake. Yeah, this doesn't have much flavor, which is kind of sad. The last time I got watermelon, I picked a really good one. Let's get to the point. My last point. I already know this video is going to be long, which I'm fine with. So if you've made it this far, congratulations, I guess. But I like having deep discussions. I think that, like, one of the most important things within life is learning and kind of, like, asking questions. Especially to, like, other people and stuff. And so I kind of wanted to just talk about the stuff that I've been thinking about lately. And it, oh my god. That piece of fuzz just scared the crap out of me. Not even gonna lie. I was about to freak out. Okay. The whole point of being out here, kind of relating back to, like, my zodiac signs and stuff, I think that for a lot of, like, my life, I've always struggled with, like, two different sides of myself, right? And I don't, if you resonate with this, then that's dope, and you can tell me in the comments, but I've always felt like there's two sides of me, and for the longest time, I thought that I had to choose one, right? I always thought that I had to choose either the extroverted one or I had to choose the introverted one. I always thought I had to choose the super happy one over the, like, angry one. I thought I always had to choose, like, the tomboy over the, like, person who's interested in fashion, like, that kind of stuff. I always thought I had to choose one. And I think that it bugged me for a very long time, and it made me kind of insecure about some things. So, like, I've always felt that I have, not anymore, because I've, not as much, I would say, because I've done a lot of work on this stuff, but I always felt like I was missing something that made me interesting, right? And so whenever I was within friend groups and stuff and things like that, it would always really bug me when people would pick up things that I would do. And so, like, I'll give you an example. I've had a lot of friends that once they saw that I did art, they started doing art. And it would low-key make me jealous and kind of upset about it because I had my own insecurity about it, and I was insecure about the fact that I felt like they were going to get better at it than me, and then I would just not matter within the friend group because that I lost that and whatever and things like that. And then I'd move on to the next thing. So like, I think for a while it was anime. I was really interested in anime, and I introduced at least like 2 or 3 people to it. And then they became super obsessed with anime, and it bugged me. It really bugged me. And one thing that has been something that I think that I've always kind of weirdly identified with is my hair, okay? I have very long hair. I have had very long hair for a very long time. And it was kind of something that I always kind of showed to in in more of like not like this is just my hair, of kind of like a trophy almost, of like, this is my hair, look how long it is. Like, you see how interesting I am? Like, oh my god. And I have no hate for it, right? I was just a kid, and if you're watching this and you had a similar experience, I think that it's very important to remember to have grace with yourself, especially when you were young, because the thing with that is that, especially with like my generation and stuff, growing up with technology, we were shown constantly what the ideal, perfect body looked like, right? I was kind of obsessed with my hair, and it wasn't even like, I did not take care of my hair. I still don't really take care of my hair, and I would like to start learning how to, but it's always been something that I identify almost with, is my hair. And I have been terrified of changing it for so long, and I finally have gotten to the point where I'm not like that much anymore. And that's why I got side shaves, was because, first of all, I have very thick hair as well, so I have long and thick hair. So the side shaves kind of just help with the fact that it makes it so that I'm not always so hot and my hair isn't so heavy. But also because I like the style, I like the aesthetic of it, and it was also just a huge step for me, because I had never done anything like that. Even going to just get my hair trimmed, I always got maybe an inch or 2 off. Like, I didn't, even if it was dead, like if 5 inches were dead, I'm not doing 5 inches, I'm doing a few. And it was like that for the longest time. And now that I'm older, and I've kind of started to heal a lot of this stuff within me, of kind of understanding that the interest just is me. I don't have to have a very specific niche thing in order to be found interesting. I've been thinking about changing my hair. And I know that I'm going to go shorter than I've ever gone before. It's not going to be anything like... I think that it's funny, because my hair goes down to my butt, pretty much. It's like way down there. And I've had it like that for a very long time. I'm not going to get like a pixie cut or anything like that. Personally, it's just not my style. I love the way it looks on other people. Some people fucking rock it. Like, I think of a couple of actors and, well, actresses. There's one, I can't remember her name. Maybe I'll find a picture and I'll put her up here, but she's smoking, okay? She's really fine. But she has short hair. And a couple of them do, like, a couple of actresses that I have seen have really nice short hair. But I don't want to get super short hair. I don't even want to get something that's up to my jaw. I was thinking something about mid-length for most people. For me, it's short. But I was thinking of getting something like here, like up to my collarbones or something. And I don't know if I've just been putting it off or just because I've been saving money, but I haven't gone and done it. It's been in my mind for a couple weeks now. But it kind of relates to my topic of, I always feel like there's 2 different sides of me, of like, I'm starting to realize that I can be both. And if there are days where I'm like one more than the other, then that's fine. But in all honesty, I think that it's okay that I am both. And I think that it's okay that I do have kind of almost contradicting personalities in my head. But it's just, it just kind of is who I am. And I was thinking about it just like all week because I think that I am working very hard on my own mental health right now and how I identify as a person. Because I think it is, everybody wants to know that, right? Everybody wants to have their life figured out and their whole personality and everything all figured out. But the thing is that stuff changes. Your opinions on things will change. The way you navigate certain, like, conflicts and stuff change. The people you hang around with change. So it's like, it's never going to stay the same, but it is nice to have kind of a foundation to have that you can lean back on when you're feeling insecure about something. And I have been kind of really working on that, and like filming has been one of those things of like, I have two personalities. I have one personality that doesn't want to be recognized, and I have another personality that wants all of the attention. And I kind of decided with the filming thing that I'm gonna be creative about it. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm gonna talk and whatever, and whatever I find interesting I'm gonna put on here. And it's kind of like, I want to start doing Twitch streaming, and I was thinking about doing that, so there's a possibility of that, like me starting that as well. And I have so many interests that I want to pursue, and I don't see why I have to choose just one. My light just died, I think. I don't see why I have to choose just one. So I'm kind of in this interesting state of just figuring things out right now, and also kind of just going with the flow. I am kind of a control freak, which I am working on. I don't think it's a bad thing that I am organized and stuff. I just want to be also able to kind of let things happen in situations where I know I don't have control, and I don't want to freak out about it, you know what I mean? So I am working on like things like that. So it is an interesting ride. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it, because if anybody has that experience too, of any of the things that I talked about, just know that you are not alone. Like, this happens to a lot of people, a lot more than you would think. Like, I've talked to so many different people that have that view, especially the whole, like, being interesting thing. I have had a couple of friends that have struggled with their own identity and, just insecurity and stuff around that kind of stuff, of feeling like they are not enough or things like that. And if you are somebody that struggles with that, you are enough, and you are interesting just the way you are. If you have interests that you want to pursue and you haven't because you're either afraid or you think that, well, so many other people do it or whatever, things like that, it's kind of like, who cares what other people think anymore, you know? Do what you want to do, because life is short. We should be able to enjoy it the way we want to and do what we want to, as long as it is not putting other people in harm, in my opinion. So I just kind of wanted to talk about it, and kind of this video is kind of showing my two sides of, like, my funny, goofy side and the side that wants to get into deep conversation. So, dual personality, we love it. But yeah, I think that is all I wanted to talk about. I'm kind of just going with the flow right now. I think last week was nice. I took kind of just a week off because I felt like I just needed to stop for a second, and I am like excited to get back into filming and continuing to edit and everything. So we're just gonna keep doing this, and we'll see. I hope that wherever you are, whether it be night or day, it's obviously night for me, but wherever you are, I hope that you have a good time. Remember to live your life the way you want to, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.